Hey, what is up, guys? Today I've got a build for you. We are looking at an automatic potion brewer. That is my own design. So let's just take a look at this here. So it's got a ton of benefits compared to some of the other potion brewers that I've seen online floating around. So first off, everything here. You're standing in this spot, just this little room here, and everything is right at eye level. And I've seen that's not usually done. Usually they're stacked really high, or everything's in some fancy cube trying to keep everything compact. And it's not too easy to get to your ingredients to fill them up. But not with this. So everything's at eye level, and everything's easily accessible. You're not like reaching like past a hopper or past a chest trying to get that one little pixel of the hopper back there. So it's going to be super simple to refill all of your ingredients. I usually have a little space off here to the side for my ingredients chest. My nether wart, my ingredients, and my different modifiers. And one great use for this is say you don't want to just have fire resistance potions. If you wanted to say have maybe some speed potions, maybe some night vision potions. These are probably the three that I use most often. You can just put them all in there, and it'll randomly select one of the three. So you'll get about a third of your potions being each, and it'll just continue with the next potion and brew you multiple potions in one sitting. And it's going to be pretty straightforward. So it's going to be from right to left, or if you decide to flip it, left to right. The one that's closest to the brewing stand will come first. Your nether wart, your main ingredient, and then any modifiers after that. It's going to have a spot to fill your water bottles. A spot. This is the only one that's a little more difficult. But I mean, honestly, it's not that difficult to fill up your blaze powder, and you'll probably only really need to fill this up once because you don't go through blaze powder very quickly. Another huge benefit is that it is completely automatic. So let me show you what that means. When we flick this lever, it's going to turn it on, and you might have heard some mechanical noises back there. We'll check that out in just a moment. But what that does with your brewing stand is nothing. How great is that? No, actually, the timer back there is going to take out the last set of potions and then fill in the new brew, the new batch of the new brew. It's going to punch in the nether wart first, and then it's going to queue up your next couple ingredients. So for this instance, we've got magma cream, and then after the magma cream is done, we'll have the redstone dust fill in. What makes it automatic is that when this magma cream finishes up, we'll see that the redstone will come in. And then you hear that. That means that the next batch is getting ready to start coming. As soon as the last ingredient comes out of this hopper, this comparator will detect that it's empty, and the timer on that will start the next batch. It'll take those out, put more in, and then start the next batch. So that's kind of how it works, and how you would use it. It's also a little expandable, meaning typically you'll have three ingredients per potion, but you can't expand that up to 4, 5, or 6 because there's nothing really here in the way, and it's very easy to expand. And then also capable of different add-ons like water bottle filler and different variants, or you can like move the lever if you just need it moved around a little bit. It's not so rigid to this design, but lastly, it is the last benefit is it should be both Java and Bedrock friendly. So I play in Bedrock, so I definitely know it works there. But I really tried to make sure that it was mostly done with just straight up redstone logic. So no moving tile entities like brewing stands or chests. No quasi connectivity used. So it's fine for Bedrock. And let's just see how it works. We'll follow the rainbow around here. And one of my favorite parts about designing this this little contraption here is that it utilizes a few different basic redstone logic components. So like we've got an etho hopper clock here, we've got a pulse comparator here, or sorry, a pulse extender with the comparators there, and then the green line here is what is locking our hoppers to make sure that the bottles will flow in and flow out at the right times. And then lastly, just a small little circuit here to activate all the ingredients. And then after all that gets done, that's when this AND gate comes in and checks to make sure the lever is turned on and to make sure that the last hopper is empty. That AND gate will turn off this redstone and start the whole system over again. So if you're new to redstone, breaking down this build can give you a good understanding of the different types of redstone elements, circuits, and logic gates you could use and how they could interact with each other. But let's get started. So what you're going to need is 2 pistons, a block of redstone, 4 repeaters, 5 comparators, about 22 redstone dust. Just grab half a stack, that should be enough. 5 redstone torches, a dropper, 13 hoppers, a couple chests, and then of course your brewing stand and your lever, and a couple of building blocks. If you want, you can add some water later, and there's a place where you could put a stair. You might have seen it in the other build, and then you might want to decorate with some shroom lights or sea lanterns or something. Let's grab all this. Alright, and then once you've got all your ingredients, what you're going to need is a space that is 6 deep, 11 wide, and 4 tall. And then I usually like to start by filling in the floor for the room. The one that we made over here was raised up a block, but if you want it flush with your floor, you are going to have 1 block lower because some of the redstone is going to go at this level. Once you've got your floor in, then I find it easiest to put in this wall and that there, this here. We leave this space open because this is where our output chest is going to go. And then we'll have a hopper here and the brewing stand, and then our 2 side hoppers. And then at this point, I find it easiest to put the droppers in, which are going to go on top of these blocks here. And that gives us a good reference point as to where everything else goes in the build. So we'll have a block there and there, because I know that a sign is going to go on here. We're going to put in our water bottle chest, and then we are going to run a hopper line into the brewing stand here. Perfect. And then next, we are going to come around to this side, And we're going to start filling in this space here, this space here, and then add a redstone torch down here and fill in that. We're going to add 3 repeaters, or sorry, 2 repeaters here and here, and redstone on the rest of this. Perfect. We're going to need 1 block there just to stop this redstone from hanging out with the redstone that's going to be on this block. We're going to need a block there as well. This is going to be the lock for the water bottle chest. And then we're going to need redstone there and there and there, as well as here and here. And it's going to come down all the way to a block here with a repeater here. Perfect. And then our pulse extender is going to go there. We're going to have the output for the pulse extender there. 2 comparators. 2 redstone dust on each of these. And then we are going to come across here to that spot. And this is going to be the output for the etho hopper clock, which is going to be at this level here. So we're going to have redstone dust up here. And this was just a temporary block. We're going to have our comparators here and here, and then 2 hoppers facing into each other. Redstone on top of this block, and then that redstone is going to be activating a piston here. Oop. And a piston here with a redstone block in between them. We're going to put it here for now. And then lastly, let's finish this wall here. Leave all that open, come around this way. And we're going to add a lever right here. We're going to have that redstone line come around. And then go into this torch right here. And then finally the repeat circuit, it's going to be a comparator, and a repeater, and then we're just going to connect this last line of redstone, and that's going to be our AND gate for the repeat circuit. And then let me just double check that we've got all of our torches in the right spot. Perfect. This looks great. This looks great. And down at the bottom here, we've got the repeater going in, and then we've got that torch. Perfect. So the last thing to really get this working is this hopper. I've done a little testing, and 49 is the proper number of junk items to throw in there. That's going to be almost the exact timing of what it takes to brew up one ingredient. I say almost because I've had 48 work as well, but it's a little inconsistent, and sometimes it will pull the ingredients before it's done brewing, or pull the potions before it's done brewing. So at this point, all the redstone is done, and it's time to just close it all off. And I've got one more thing to note about some of the redstone here. All of these repeaters are 100% necessary. This one's probably the most obvious, just because we need more than a signal strength of 1 coming out of the comparator here. But this one, it cannot just be redstone. You do need a little bit of a delay here to make sure that this torch locks the water bottle hopper before this block unlocks the output hopper. Otherwise, you'll have water bottles flow straight in and straight out, which is not good and very wasteful. And then up here, now theoretically, all of this could just be redstone or repeaters on the same ticks, but I have had some inconsistency with the order of the items and the ingredients going into the brewing stand. So I will always have just redstone and then a 1 tick and a 2 tick repeater here. And then if you decide to expand this with more droppers and more hoppers, just continuing that pattern of repeaters. This next one would be 3 ticks and of course 4 ticks. And you can get a 6th ingredient in there. It just takes a little more space out this way to get a second repeater. But yeah, that is just about it. That'll be everything that we need to get this working. Last little added benefit that I didn't show you before is because we've got this space here, we are actually able to completely block all of the redstone from showing. So how cool is this? We don't see any of our redstone poking through. It's all just hidden away, so that even if you get right up in there, you can't really see anything. Oh, except that. I wonder if I can, yeah, we can even block that and that. So it looks great. And we'll block, we'll go all the way out here. We'll block that sky from showing through. There we go. Fully enclosed. And then let's just add our chest here. And then maybe another brewing stand underneath the lever. You know, just in case we want to do some modifications just to one set of potions. Alright, now for the completely optional stuff. What I like to do sometimes is just to have a water bucket or a water source in there and a stair here, so I can easily fill all my water bottles and put them in this chest. Or another thing I've done is if we come down right here, we can put a hopper up against that chest and then have a chest here and then another hopper. Oop. Sorry, another hopper there. And this gives you a little more of a buffer. If you put in a water bucket up here, you can fill in all of your water bottles here, and they'll go straight into the chest below, and then straight into the water bottle chest down here. Then, of course, you want to add your shroom lights. really finalize the look of this place. And that is it. We are completely done. Yeah, so I am pretty proud of this one. Very, very useful little build here. Pretty simple circuitry, if I do say so myself, and fairly compact, but also I think one of the most convenient methods of brewing, being that you have full access to everything and that it will continue to brew potions as long as you're in the area and haven't unloaded the chunks. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.